lovely Simmers, SimsEclaire here and welcome back to my channel. For today's video we are doing another holiday home. This time is a Tudor home. I haven't done one of these in a while and I was in Windenburg in the snow and I kind of just got inspired by the different, Tudor style homes that they have there. I am building this in the countryside of Windenburg, so it's not exactly in the town square surrounded by all the other Tudor homes, but I still thought it kind of fit. And I didn't realize how perfect this lot was for like this type of home until I like zoomed out in the pictures, because you can see like the mountains of Windenburg like behind it with all the trees and stuff, and I thought that was just perfect for the fact that the whole world is covered in snow. And I love this world in the snow. It's just, I find it so beautiful. It's my favorite world to build in the snow. So I was very excited to build this house, and it's a kind of a small home. It is 2 bedrooms, an office, and 2 bathrooms. Now obviously if you have a larger sim family, you can turn the office into another bedroom. It is probably big enough. I just was only able to fit a dining room table for 3 sims, so I assumed, or I built this home then after that dining room table to be a 3 sim household with 2 bedrooms. So that was kind of my thinking. I don't really have a plan for what the family is that like lives in here. I don't really have jobs or anything planned for them. I just thought that they lived in this house in the countryside and they probably gardened and they worked in the city or like in downtown Windenburg. And they just, enjoyed life up here in the countryside with their nice Tudor home. I thought maybe they had come from old money and that's why they lived in this house. Like maybe this was a family home. But the exterior of this home came together quite quickly. I did build my own little chimney, as you could see there. I used one of the roof pieces, but then I used half walls and stuff to make it look like it was built into the house. I don't always like using the chimneys that come in the game and then just attaching them to the roof. I think sometimes they stick out just a little too much, so I like to do this, especially in homes like this, where this is what they traditionally looked like. And it's kind of cool. My fireplaces never line up with my chimneys like inside the house. Like they're usually on the complete other side of the house, or they're like in the different room or whatever. But because of the way the layout of this house worked, the little indent of the chimney is actually where the fireplace ends up being, so they completely line up in the living room, and it kind of just works out in my favor. So I was really happy about that. And right now we're just adding some detail work to the exterior of the house. The one good thing about the paneling, which I never use because I never build Tudor style homes, but the good thing about the paneling that came with Get Together is it adds so much texture to the exterior of the house to begin with that you don't really need to add a whole bunch of extra things, like just a couple of windows, obviously some doors and stuff, but you don't need a whole lot of wall decorations or wall pieces to make the house look complete. But sometimes with like some of the other textures that we have in the game, they just look too flat, too static, and they don't really look realistic. But I think that the Windenburg ones or the Get Together ones really do help make homes pop. Now onto the interior of the house. The floor plan is a little weird on the bottom level. There is this like extra space that I was initially going to make into a dining area, but I didn't have the space to section off a separate room. So I ended up just doing a separate living room, a separate kitchen, and then just having like a little hallway area where you would like come into the house. You could drop all your stuff, there's the coat rack, there's a side table over here, there's a little seating area in case you want to read down here, or if they have guests over and they spill out from the living room. And then there's also a door to the backyard or side yard as well from in here. So it's kind of like a midway between, walking into the house, walking out of the house, working around and stuff like that. I thought it'd be especially good if they were gardeners. I don't remember if I actually placed any garden plots, but I thought it'd be especially good if they were gardeners, and then that way they could have easy access to, just inside the house. There's the bathroom right here when they come in from the side door and stuff like that. This is also where the guest bathroom is. Now this is only a half bath. There isn't a shower or anything in here. I'm sure you could fit a shower in here if you wanted to. I was just going off of the fact that this would be more of like a guest bathroom, and then everyone would share the main bathroom upstairs. So that's why I didn't bother to fit a shower or anything in here. And then I'm adding some more seating over here. This area has a lot of seating, but I figured it's also winter time, so the kids are going to be taking off their boots, and the parents are going to be like shaking off the cold and stuff. So I thought that this was kind of like a nice cozy little area to just like sit and relax from the cold before you go about your day. And then I'm adding some wall decorations as well. I really love this shelf that we got with Cottage Living. It has like a little watering can and like a bag and then like a shovel on it. So it's kind of like a perfect like exterior. This is like walking in from the outside kind of a shelf thing. I've placed all my stuff here that can't sit outside and stuff like that. And then in here is the guest bathroom. It's very simply decorated. It has some countertops, a sink, a mirror, and then obviously a toilet. And then I am decorating the counters just a little bit. I do a flower and then the soap dispenser, and then I think I add like a basket or some soaps and stuff as well, just to make it look a little bit more lived in, like maybe there's some like hand lotion or something like that. And then in here is the kitchen. Now the kitchen is, the thing is that it's not a small kitchen. It is just crammed because of how I decorated it, because I wanted there to be somewhere for this family to sit and eat. So I put a table in here, and at first I was going to do this long table, but then I realized that they probably couldn't reach the stove. So I go with this small table instead, and I just do 3 chairs, and I place it up here against the wall. So it has a little bit of like an awkward like crushed together corner type thing because of where this table is, but everything is functional. There is one space in between that chair and the countertop, so your sim can actually get to the countertop. However, I do decorate this counter, so I feel like that's not the counter your sim is going to try and use to cook anyway, but it is functional if necessary. And then with this house, I did actually remember that we are in the holiday season besides for the exterior, so there are a couple of holiday decorations around on the inside as well. Just to kind of make it pop. You know, this video is going to be going up the week of Christmas, so I did want to make it just a little bit more holiday themed. And I'm not quite sure how many other videos I'm going to have going up this week. I totally procrastinated my packing for my trip home, so I've kind of been shoving it all in these last couple of days, and that means I haven't had enough time to finish editing all my videos, so this might be the only video going up while I'm on vacation. We will see. I'm going to try and maybe do some shorts and stuff just to make it, you know, make sure my channel doesn't go dead, but we'll see what ends up happening. I'm leaving today. Well, the day that I'm recording this voiceover is the day that I'm leaving to go home. So I am really behind schedule, so we'll see what happens. But in here is the living room, and like I said, the chimney lines up perfectly with this fireplace, and I thought that that was just, for once, like total, like it was just great that I finally for once was able to get a chimney to line up. And I'm using some of these season decorations to decorate behind the chimney, and also just like decorate the mantle and stuff like that. Make it look a little bit more homey, a little bit more Christmassy. I don't really do a whole lot of Christmas builds because I'm always my busiest during this season, but I love them so much because I love decorating my own place for Christmas. So I'm like, I want to do all of the holiday things, but then I never have enough time to actually build in The Sims during this time. So it's like a little bit of a bittersweet thing because obviously this time is for family and stuff, so I do spend a lot of time with my family, hence the 10-day trip back home. And I also spend a lot of time with friends and, you know, just getting to know people and stuff, but then I don't have enough time to play The Sims, and then I miss playing The Sims, and it's just this never-ending cycle. But anyway, the living room has a mix of furniture, so I do use the kind of like leather-looking couch from Cottage Living, but then also a wooden couch from Get Together. I like mixing up furniture pieces, especially in old houses like this, because it's kind of like maybe the wooden couch was like original, right, when the grandparents owned it, or like with previous generation, and then the leather couch was what the parents added to it. That was more their style. And it also kind of goes with the theme, you know, it has all the same colors, it has all the same textures and stuff. And I like my living room doesn't have the same couch and chair combo, so it's kind of just like a nice mix of colors, a mix of textures and stuff like that. And then over here, I opted for the holiday tree and not the seasons tree because the pre-decorated seasons tree is way too bright. I don't like it. And then I did it undecorated, I felt like it, I don't know, I just felt like it wouldn't fit. So I decided to go with the pre-decorated holiday tree, and then I did place some of the holiday pack, it's not really a pack, it was like a free update, but I did place some of the holiday pack presents underneath that tree as well, just to make it look a little bit more full. And speaking of free updates, the day that I finished building this, we ended up getting a free update, which I wasn't aware, but it was one of those new Sims delivery things. And we got a couple of bows and stuff to decorate for the holidays, and then we also got a salt and pepper shaker and then some aprons to hang on the wall. And first off, those aprons are so cute. I didn't know about them until after I'd already done the kitchen, so I couldn't fit them in the kitchen, but some of my other builds are definitely going to have those aprons because I myself have a whole bunch of aprons. I'm a baker, so I just have aprons galore, and I don't have anywhere to hang them in my new apartment, so I'm like, if I did, they would be on like full display all the time. So I'm like, I love the idea that we just have these aprons. And then the salt and pepper shakers, I can't even, because I am sick and tired of always using the Cool Kitchen salt and pepper shakers because they don't fit every style build, but they're the only ones that we have unless you go searching through the debug menu. So it makes me so happy that we finally have smaller, a little bit more, you know, less modern looking salt and pepper shakers. And I also really love this whole Sims delivery thing. I think that it's going to be really nice, you know, them giving us, you know, some free things, some free updates. And I think that they're still going through and updating packs as well. The only pack I know of that they've updated so far, though, is Spa Day. But when they updated that pack, they updated it beautifully. So I'm excited to see what they do with the rest of the packs and see what pack is next. I kind of hope that they do, I think it was Get to Work that no, Dine Out. I really hope they do Dine Out because restaurants are super buggy in my game. And that sucks for me because I love restaurants. I'm in the restaurant industry. I love working in them and I love building them in The Sims and playing with them. But it's just so annoying to sit there and take your Sims out to dinner and then have them never like get their food or have them not get their food for like 4 hours. So I really hope that Dine Out is the next pack that they fix. But I kind of talked over the kid's bedroom. I did design it for an actual kid, not a toddler or a teenager, and it was kind of blue and purple and white themed. I wanted to do something a little different, a little bit brighter than what the downstairs was. I thought this kid was probably very artistic and maybe not really following in their parents', you know, footsteps. Maybe they're a little bit, you know, brighter, a little bit more lighter. They don't really like all the muted tones. But then here for the parents' bedroom, it is pretty similar to the rest of the home. Obviously, they are the ones who decorated, so it's like brown and then yellows and some muted reds and stuff like that. And I personally love this bedroom. I do wish, I mean, I like a little bit more color, but I also like muted colors, like fall colors, so I love this bedroom. But I think it definitely fits with the rest of the home, and both sides of the bed should work. I use the short lamps because I heard someone wrote a comment on my gallery that sometimes when I use the longer lamps, it blocks their Sims from getting into the bed. So I did use the shorter lamps, so that way that shouldn't happen. And if I remember to upload this house to the gallery, then let me know if it does happen. But honestly, I haven't uploaded a house to the gallery in like months, so I'll probably forget again. But who knows, maybe one day I'll just do like a gallery dump and I'll just go through and update all my gallery pictures and make sure that, or all my gallery uploads and make sure that everything is in there. But up here is the office. It is a little small, but I do think if you wanted to have like another toddler, or if you wanted the other room to be for a teenager and this room to be for a kid, I definitely think you could make it work if you wanted to have more than just 3 Sims in this household. I didn't really put any Christmas decorations in the bedrooms, but I thought in here they probably had a couple, so I do add just a few. That ribbon that I put on the wall is one of the things from the Sims delivery that we got. And then I'm also adding just a couple of house plants and then a little seating area back here for, you know, reading and stuff like that. And then out here, I never know what to do with backyards in the winter because they're covered in snow, so you can't really see like patios or anything. So I kind of just did like a grilling area and then like a little seating area. And I also do one of the outdoor fireplaces from Snow Escape just so they can stay warm in the winter. But besides that, that is pretty much it for this build. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all next time. Bye!